Hi, I'm Erica Bonavida. I am the artist in residence for Oklahoma City. So there's usually three different things that I'm really drawn to in a piece of work, and it happens to manifest itself in fabric right now, but I can see it working in different ways. But there's a common theme for me that there has to be a certain amount of movement, pattern, and detail, and color. So I do a lot of black and white work as well, but whenever I do use color, I'm looking for a lot of saturated color, and it's expressive and bold. As far as movement goes, I love for fabric the sculptural aspect of it, and the fact that I can mold it and move it and manipulate it in a way that creates a really interesting composition. And I think that's something that's really a main feature of my work. Because even if it wasn't fabric, I find ways to do that with other things, and I look for the same kinds of compositions in all of my work. And detail is definitely probably something that I'm most known for, because I try to get as close to the tiniest spots of something in a painting that I can get. So I'm trying to do itty bitty stitches and tiny little threads, and everything that I can fit into a painting, I try my best to get that in there. I am getting a lot more feedback on things that people are like really drawn to. So I've started working on flags a lot more. I was honestly really surprised by the reaction I got to the first police flag that I was doing in here. And so since then, I've done a lot of flags, and I'm working on some more for clients. And so it's kind of built up a side body of work for me, some stuff that I don't know that I necessarily would have ever gone down that path if I hadn't known that people really enjoyed that work. So that's kind of been an influence for me. I love to do things that have personal significance for people. I love to do wedding dresses and baby blankets and handmade clothing, because for me, a lot of what's important about fabric is the story it has to tell and how it's significant. And a lot of this fabric is usually just put in a box, and it's put in your attic or your garage. And every now and then when you move or when you're thinking about it, you pull it out and you look at it and you have the nostalgia. But if you put it in a painting and it's on display in your house somewhere, every time you walk by, you get to have that fond memory and that feeling. And it's also a talking point for other people. You know, if you have somebody come over and they're like, hey, this is a really cool painting, what is this? And you get to tell your story again. So, I mean, that's what I love with working with clients. If I can bring that to life for them, that's my favorite thing to do. So I'm gonna be in here for another almost year, through next summer. We're starting some outreach programs. We're gonna pilot one in October, and I'm gonna be working with students from around Oklahoma City in elementary and middle school. So I think that's gonna be a really cool program where we're just working with students that don't get to do a lot of art. So I think that's a really valuable experience, and it'll be valuable for me as well. And so I'll be in here, I'll be doing those outreach events, I'll be doing my studio hours, and we're possibly going to have people come through and be a stop on a tour and be a little bit more visible that way. My current hours are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 10 to 1, and that's the time you can be guaranteed to get me. I'm usually here a little bit longer than that, so I'm also available for appointments if anyone had some times outside of that.